name is Damien Bell, DamienBell. My pronouns are he, him, his. I am a junior mass communication student with concentration in multimedia.
Okay. Last year, I asked you a question about A&T needing a safe space for the LGBTQ community. What do you think has changed? Has there been a change yet?
There's been some change. We've made moves last year and going into and now this year to like secure a space for us on campus. The space has yet to open up, but the space has been secured and talked about with admin, so it's definitely a thing that's happening. It's just that admin is kind of dragging their feet right now on it.
How long do you think it will take to get a safe space?
Who knows? Because the thing is, administration doesn't see it as a thing that's necessary, so they could take anywhere from a year to 5. So, and that's crazy to say because it's we won't even really get to reap the benefits of us fighting for the space and us attempting to make the space an actual thing, which is sad, but I would rather it be a thing in the future than not be a thing at all.
What is the urge for needing a space here on A&T? Because the LGBTQ community has been here for so many years. There hasn't been a safe space. What is the need all of a sudden now?
Well, I think that I feel like tensions between, because being queer is so much more acceptable now, the people who don't accept it are becoming more aggressive and agitated. So kind of similar to what we saw with when segregation went away and things like that, microaggressions towards the people who are affected and part of this certain group, which is people will say things or they'll move a certain way around a person who is a part of the queer community, instead of just being outright with it, which can also be as frustrating as being outright with it. At least if you're outright with it, I can deal with it in person. I can be oh yeah, well, okay, I'll just not talk to you. But microaggressions makes it more difficult because it's you're saying these things, and I don't know if you're saying them because you're trying to be hurtful or just because you're ignorant. So it's there's a lot, and plus there's been a lot of I would say there's been more hate crimes on campus. They might be small and minuscule, not enough to make any type of headline in the registrar or on Twitter. Well, no, last year they did make waves on Twitter, but it's been a lot more aggressions towards the queer community, so it's even more important that we have a space, especially now with with the bill that's in Congress right now. They could fire queer people for just being queer, and it's how do we have no space where we can just be queer and not have to worry about putting on a front for people who don't like us, or worry about being so confident in ourselves that other people can't tear us down. We don't have moments to be vulnerable because of the fact that we have to be so strong all the time.
What is the reason for all of this? Why do you think that people target the gay community or the queer community?
I think it's because of a thing of I think it really doesn't have anything more to do with it than just history of not liking it or it being a joke or something that's oh, you did that, that's gay. You know what I'm saying? It's not really, I don't think it's anything more than people just wanting to ignore the fact that we're here, and the fact that the rules that they have set up in their head may be different or wrong. People have a hard time accepting that what they foundationally built inside themselves is wrong or incorrect. And so because the main thing that I found with people who are homophobic, transphobic, any of that, is that they have something they were told when they were younger or growing up. They saw something that was the opposite of what the world is today. And so for them, it's like, no, I don't want the world to change, or I don't want this to be like that, or I don't want that to, and it's like, it doesn't have anything to do with you. It doesn't have anything to do with you at all.
What do you think it would take to bring change to this campus?
Honestly, I don't really know, because of the fact that we're in such a conservative state, and there's a lot of conservative people here, even though, yes, we're all black. There is a lot of conservative black people on this campus. And so for that reason in particular, it makes it difficult when we try to do anything liberating, or anything towards I guess, quote unquote, the liberal agenda, but it makes it that much more difficult because of all these conservative views and opinions and all these different things that just factor into headaches. Because it's we could fix one thing and then another thing pop up, and now we're just going around putting out fires.